upset because the news noticed and told people, and then they started to notice. Like, why is
what did they
I mean,
notice?
no, but
I know.
I don't think I don't think you're well established to argue about impartiality in media when you refer to this as a policy. Like, again, the teachers not telling the parents of students about the students saying that they're trans or want different pronouns in class. This is as relevant and as meaningful as saying Walmart employees will use the pronouns
That's
they're
not
asked to.
true, though.
No.
Interact
It
with your
is.
teacher every day, all the
It
time.
doesn't matter.
All the time.
No
It's your
one,
primary social environment. These
no
are
one has
not
ever. It
remotely
doesn't.
comparable situations.
No one has ever fronted the idea that teachers have to disclose this information to parents. And the idea that they should have to just because some trans people exist is ludicrous. We're literally like imposing first of all, I would argue it's a pro-grooming belief, because the people most likely to groom children are the family or people directly adjacent to the family, not teachers, not even close.
Yeah.
So I think that by like so many instances of sexual and physical abuse are found out because students disclose it to teachers, and I think that environment of comfort is really, really important, because the social narrative that teachers are all like gunning for the opportunity to trans children is completely nonsense, you know? So this fear mongering is basically just the hysteria of conservative parents who don't want anyone to have any control over their kid but them. But their kid is their own person, and they have a right to use different
I don't
pronouns
agree
and
with this.
But I want to add that a teacher's job is not to report to parents. If a child or a student comes to a teacher with a problem that they have, or an issue that they're facing, and that's something that the teacher feels is necessary, because teachers are mandated reporters for abuse. They feel that they refer to a counselor, or they refer to the school psychologist to go ahead and help that kid do what they need to do, or deal with the issues they have to deal. The teacher, that's not what's happening here. Like, we talked about the numbers of how many trans kids are actually getting like surgeries, under the age of 18, and whatever those numbers are, it's about 200 something in the last year. And then we look at the fact that immigrants aren't committing higher crimes. Right? So, like, your analogy is, if the world was different, then the world would be different.
That's not what I
But
said.
it's not different, right? If the news reported on the fact that, for example, does Fox News?
I was making the analogy more accurate. That's all.
Yeah, but the analogy is, if things are different, then things are different. But things aren't different. Fox News lies. They literally lied about CRT, and they lied about the trans problem, and they lied about the fact that immigrants are more criminal. Like, these are all lies. Mm-hmm. Can you not see that?
They did get sued by Dominion for
massively depends on the case, and I'd have to look into it. So I think we can end the segment here. Here's what I'll say. I think that the primary fundamental disagreement is about parental authority. I think, unlike every other person in this room, I think that teachers are mandated that parental authority supersedes government authority. And when it comes to their children, in almost every case, and if a teacher experiences or notices a developmental feature or development in a child that is of sufficient significance, they do have an obligation to report it to the parents, because the kid fundamentally falls under the authority of the parents, not the government.
But wait,